Hey, welcome back. We have a really fun video today. I am super excited. We're going to be showcasing some pickups of some Hall of Famers. We're talking about 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. So if you want to see only cards that are modern, 90s, 2000s, 2020s, then don't watch this video. But if you want to see some sick Hall of Fame cards of some of the greatest players to ever play the game, then maybe you should stick around. Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Logan, and my running mouth, and we have the first ever Hall of Famers focused mail day pickup video. I'm super excited. I don't usually buy a lot of Hall of Famers, but I'm starting to. You can see in the background there that I've got two awesome Hall of Famers, Roger Staubach and Bob Lilly. So I want to start doing more Hall of Fame pickups. I want to start buying more Hall of Fame autograph cards. Maybe even, going even further back, like the 30s and 40s, who knows? But the way I look at Hall of Famer cards is that's the market, that's the supply and demand, and there's not a whole lot of turbulence and volatility like there are in modern cards, right? So I think you can definitely get better deals, more safe deals, less risky deals, and I think it's better for just pure collecting. Now, it doesn't mean I'm not going to buy Luka, maybe eventually Victor. Doesn't mean I'm not going to buy Mahomes, CJ Stroud. It just means that I want to make Hall of Fame cards, Hall of Fame autos, maybe more vintage cards, more of my, have more representation in my collection. Now, these are not necessarily vintage cards per se. These are cards that were produced more recently but are of Hall of Fame players. We're talking about players that played in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. All right, so it's gonna be a really fun video. On top of that, I'm gonna test out a new feature to my channel, to my videos. All right, when I showcase a player I really like, I'm gonna give you a little highlight clip of that player after I showcase the card, just so you can kind of with me feel the greatness of that player. So let's get going. Let's start it off with a really cool basketball player. The rest are going to be football, but the first one is going to be basketball, and we have Artis Gilmore. Does anyone know who that is? We're talking about San Antonio Spurs, Artis Gilmore. This is from Flawless 2018 to 2019. Okay, Flawless autographs, numbered 11 of 25, and it's on card. This is a sweet card. I love it, and I love the price. $23 from our good old pal, one of my favorite sellers these days, Darren Harmon. He also has a business Facebook page called Doomsday Sports Cards and Memorabilia, but great seller. Got this for $23. And as I said, Artis Gilmore. Why buy Artis Gilmore? Well, because of this.
To the top of the key, into the corner to Robertson. Robertson dribbles to the foul line, dumps it down and off the baseline to Greenwood, into Gilmore, and he runs for the slam dunk. Almost just barely caught it. The Hawks with the lead, 21-20. Outside with the ball, Matthews drives down inside to Gilmore. Gilmore with a hook over contact, good. Gilmore wastes it, it's no good. Rebound comes off to Dominique. Dominique bounces it over to Spud Webb. He'll drive down the center lane, throws it up. It's blocked by Gilmore. Bounce pass down inside. Robertson makes a steal on the bounce pass. Back comes the Spurs. Williams down inside to Gilmore. Inside on Tree. Rollins puts it up, bounces and stays. Gilmore really had to work hard to get that. Comes to the near right side. Gilmore trying to post up inside as Williams drives across the lane. Off to Gilmore. Takes it inside of Tree. Rollins throws up the hook and scores. Robertson comes out right side. They dump it down inside to Gilmore. Gilmore puts the ball on the floor. Goes up on Tree.
Yeah. Insane, right? The guy was a monster before his time. He could probably compete with Wemby these days, although Wemby's a whole foot taller than him. So Artis was 6'5". So anyways, what I didn't mention was, if you haven't seen my autographed basketball video, you should go watch this. I got an autographed basketball of Artis Gilmore. So I did actually pick this up, as I plan to offer that as a set, the basketball with the card together as a special bundle. And I think someone who appreciates Artis Gilmore will appreciate that listing. So anyways, back to the next cards. All right, we are going to be looking at my PC cards again. The next two are pickups from Darren Harmon again. This one, man, this one's a really cool one. We have Tony Dorsett. This is Panini Flawless. Again, I love Flawless. 2019 Flawless. Now, the only downside of this is it is player worn. So it's not game worn, it is player worn. But at least Mr. Dorsett put this thing on his back. All right, so 2-color patch, beautiful, beautiful card, numbered to 20, 12 of 20. And this pickup cost us $57. And just beautiful. And why Tony Dorsett? Well, because of this.
He's just a phenomenal football player.
Right? I mean, the guy was a monster. All right, well, next card. This was a really cool one. I'm super happy to add that to my collection. This next one is this guy was even more of a monster. He was a real monster. We're talking about Randy White. Again, another flawless card. This is from 2020. And it is a great on-card autograph, numbered to 5, guys. This is numbered 4 of 5. Randy White. Man, I don't know if any of you know who he is. I mean, I'm sure you know or you heard the name, but really, have you seen his highlights? Have you seen how much this guy was a monster? Well, let's take a look. Yeah, man, that guy was a monster, and super excited to have this part of my collection. Thanks, Darren, for giving us some amazing, amazing cards. We're saving the best for last, though. This is a really cool finale, all right? This card, now, granted, that's my first Randy White auto, right? $67. This, though, is a special card and the first that I've ever owned of someone you could arguably say is the best running back of all time. And he's no longer with us, unfortunately. We're talking about Jim Brown. Jim Brown, one of the best, if not the best running backs of all time, played in the 50s and 60s. Man, now this is interesting. It's playoff national treasures. So this is before it was Panini. This is 2006 Don Russ. And guys, it's game worn. It is game worn. It is numbered 6 of 15. On card auto. It's actually a piece cut out there, but it is an on card. It's not a sticker. Man, 50. They call this the 50th anniversary card. Man, this is a beauty. And I got this one from a new seller that we met on Facebook who also has some really, really cool cards and really good prices. His name is Michael Paulson. I will link to him in the video here and in the description so you can go over to his page and check him out. We paid $444 for this. This is definitely one of the nicest cards that I've ever bought. Not the nicest, but it is one of the nicest cards. This is a beauty. And guys, Jim Brown, again, why do I like Jim Brown? This is why.
I left at the age of 29 years old and I was MVP of the league. I wanted to have a career, have it peak, and do other things.
This is Jim Brown, the most devastating ball carrier in the history of football.
I thought he was going to be a great back. It turns out that he's the greatest running back of all time.
Test yourself in every way, stamina-wise, mentally, courage.
Jim Brown, the greatest running back that has ever breathed.
He had great balance, he had great speed, and he had great size. At 235 pounds, he could run 100 yards in under 10 seconds. When he made up his mind to do it, he was going to do it. You couldn't knock him off his feet.
He always shocked everybody how fast he was.
Power. I mean, he had power. You ain't see nobody knock him down. Look at the film. You don't see nobody knock him back. You see him go in the stacks and he come out.
He never missed a game. I think that says all you need to know about his toughness.
Nobody could hurt him. Nobody could touch him. Nobody was better. He proved it every Sunday.
Right? The guy was a beast. Not only was he fast, but he was powerful. He knocked people on their butts. Man, what a cool card. I'm super excited. I'm so happy to pick these up. We're talking Hall of Famers. We're talking vets from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the new content, the new cuts to highlights. And if you did, I would appreciate you support the channel, like the video, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Guys, I'm still fairly new. I've got about 1,600 subscribers. My subscriber growth is pretty small. I'm only getting a few subs a day. You know, mail day videos like this don't do a whole lot for me, but I love it. It's a lot of fun. The biggest things for me are going to be those new release videos, but I have a lot more fun buying these cards and sharing these cards with you. So if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate you do so. And thanks for supporting the channel, and we'll see you again next time. Who knows? Maybe we'll do some more Hall of Fame vets in the near future, or maybe we'll go more recent Hall of Fame vets. Maybe like Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, maybe 80s, 90s. Or should we do Tony Romo? Talking about 2000s, right? I don't know. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think I should do next, and we'll see you again in the next video.